Good evening, everyone. So this is a short video acting as a self-reminder how to build Aviatrix Transit Peering over Private Underlay. And as you can see here, we do have uh, four different transit gateway created, two in AWS and two in Azure. And then all of the two gateways in each of the clouds, one of them called dev, and then the dev does not have the high performance encryption or code instant mode enabled, and the prod would actually have the high performance encryption or instant mode enabled. So this also apply to Azure side. So dev does not have instant mode, and prod do have instant mode. Let's take a look when we actually switch over to the transit peering, and then what's the difference. So if I click on the add the transit peering, and if I pick any transit gateway from dev environment, remember that what the environment does not have instant mode enabled, right? If I pick anything else, and then you can see that really there's nothing difference. So by default, this peering will be created over the internet, and you cannot use the private underlay in this case. So now if I do pick production transit, and remember the production transit is in different CSPs, and as well as the production network is actually have the high performance encryption enabled. Now this actually will show us this hidden menu of advanced options. So it give you the option to peel over the private network. So if you check that, then you have to make sure that the underlay network you have connectivity between the transit gateways. Then it would actually give you another option on top of that. That if you don't choose this, then you would try to create high performance encryptions, which you could end up with 50 different terminals being built up in between the current private underlay. But if your private underlay is only like a 4 gigabits and then you have low speed and there's no need for high performance encryption, then you can actually check this single terminal mode so that a single terminal would be built between the transit gateways. So that's basically what it is. Now, obviously, you can still tell it to create instant mode encryption over the internet. So if you choose it, so you can see that the peering over the private network now is unchecked, and then you would actually ask how many public tunnels that you want to build per transit gateway. But in this case in here, there's really yes, you do have option to choose whichever how many tunnels you want to create, but then this will be actually created over the internet. Now going backwards, and this is documented in this article talking about how you can actually build the transit gateway peering over the private network workflow. And you can actually just take a look at this architecture diagram, right? Talking about the two transit in different CSPs, and one is going through the direct connect, and the other one is going through the express route, and basically you have the edge router connecting the private underlay together, so that as long as the both transit gateways would have connectivity to each other, then you go there and actually enable high performance encryption. Then you have these options to create this transit peering over this underlay through your private connections. All right, so as the time of the recording, this is controller version 6.7.1319. So not sure whether this will be changed in the future. So uh, you know, let's stay in tune and check whether this will be changing in the future. Thank you.